Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Been a bit of a quiet week. It was my birthday this week, so did a lot of relaxing, a little bit of drinking, but yeah, we didn't do much work. So we're back this weekend, and today I've got the pressure washer out. Bought this specifically for this job because, as you can see behind me, the walls are covered in dirt. Literally, I don't think it's ever been cleaned since the house was built like 70 years ago. So we're going to make a start on this, on the floor as well, on the top of the concrete, which I'll show you in a second. All of this wall on this side too, on my left, the stairs. Just see how much we get done. I don't really want to go over there because we're not sure about these roof tiles on top of the shed. They're a bit dodgy, so I'm not going to venture too far over that way. We'll do that another time when I've got more patience to be walking on roof tiles. So we'll start around here, just clean it up for now. We've waited to the evening. It was like 43.8 degrees today, so it was really hot. So we've left it to the evening to get some work done. But as you can see in these shots here, there's a lot of dust and dirt and grime, and I just want to get it cleaned up really. So yeah, let's get cracking. See how much we can get done today, and see if there's anything else we can do as well. So yes, finally we can get started with the jet washing. Super exciting moment, and this is the first time I'm using it really, other than what you saw in the previous videos. So do give me a few minutes. It takes me a minute to get used to it because obviously the closer you are, the stronger the jet is, but the smaller the jet is. So as I go through and do more and more of it, I realise I can actually come back a little bit. It still does the cleaning, but you cover a wider area. So there's all little bits of technique like this that you learn as you go. So do forgive me. I'm sure there are many experts out there that probably say I'm doing it wrong, but hey ho, it works. And yeah, so yeah, I was really enjoying it. We did this wall, and then we do the floor afterwards, which you'll see coming up later in the video. Once we'd done the first wall, we decided to skip the second one and do around the barbecue area, just so we see how it looks. Maybe we can have a barbecue soon, obviously not while the fires are going on. But yeah, we can have a nice barbecue, just see what it looks like, clean the floor, clean out the inside, clean the outside of it so it looks nice. And this is where you really start to see what we've bought, and yeah, we really couldn't be happier. do I look? Do I look good? Look at my legs.
Oh my.
I've had an earth shower. So yeah, let's carry on tomorrow. Lastly here, I just thought I'd give this top of the wall a bit of a clean. Got moss all over it just to see what we can do. Again, we're just testing the pressure washer really to see what it can do. There's no particular plan here, we're just kind of going in gung-ho. But we love it, that's what it's all about, isn't it? No plan needed, just having fun, cleaning, and yeah, as you can see, it has a really good effect and it completely transforms the space. So the next day you can see the wall behind is pretty clean now, it needs going over again, and obviously the dirt from the steps when I did that has splashed up onto it, but most of the grime has gone. Here now we're starting to prepare the floor for cleaning, so we're just giving it a good sweep, getting all of the surface dirt off so that we can get to that really grungy black stuff. You can see there at the bottom right of the screen all that dirty black horrible grime that's built up for years and years and years. That's what we want to get off, so that's where the next piece of equipment comes in. Now I bought this head for the Jetwash, don't know how to use it. You're about to see the first time I'm using it. It took a few goes to get it set up because you have to change the nozzles and stuff, but yeah, this is the first time I'm using it, so let's get to that and you'll see the difference later in the video. Okay, first time using this attachment. Let's see if it works, if I set it up correctly. Let's have a look. I've got to turn the machine on, that would help. So again, as you can see, this took a little bit of getting used to again. At the start I was repressing it into the ground to try and make it to do something, and then it was getting caught on the ground, it's flipping up, and I really couldn't get used to it. But after 5 minutes or so, I realised that all you need to do is just glide it along the floor, no pressure, it just glides itself because the water kind of lifts it up. So yeah, you can really see the difference here. I was just changing the setting to make the nozzles closer to the floor, it cleans a little bit better that way. And yeah, you can really see the difference here. You'll see after this, I'll show you what it looks like now, it looks really fantastic. But yeah, let's go into a bit of a time lapse and I'll also demonstrate a little bit of how it works.
Yeah.
So basically it uses little jets in there, and the water propels the jets around in a circle. So if I do it off the floor, you'll see. If I do it like that.
Yeah. Oh wow. Because there's so much water involved,
all the dirt just builds up and sits on top of the floor. So even though you've cleaned it and it's physically removed the dirt from the floor, it then just sits on top and it doesn't really go away. We've got very poor drainage here as well. So as you can see, what I do is actually lift the machine up and just blow the dirt off into the drainage channel. And then what we were doing is using a broom to just sweep that down the stairs, and which we'll clean afterwards. So that was our technique, and it worked pretty well, to be fair. But what we do need to do is go around again using the normal nozzle to get rid of all the edges, and do all the edges and get all into nooks and crannies. The next morning, this was the result. Not perfect, but 100 times better than it was. So we're really happy, and we'll go over it again soon. Also this week, it was time for Max's first visit to the vets. He was a little bit worried at first in the car journey, but once we got there, he settled down nicely. He was quite happy in his little box. We went in to see the vet, and he was given a full checkup. So the doctor listened to his lungs, listened to his heart, took his temperature, gave him a worming pill, and also applied some flea treatment for us, and discussed what options we're going to do in terms of neutering in the future.
It's a very good boy.
But as you can see, the vet gave him this moose tuna stuff, and he was absolutely obsessed with it. So when the doctor took his temperature up his rear end, he didn't even flinch. He wasn't bothered. He was just more bothered about eating this tuna mousse. When he was given the worming tablet, he ate the tablet first and then the tuna. So he was really good. He's in perfect health. He's a flame point Siamese cat, so a Siamese cat mixed with a ginger, European ginger. So, and they're quite rare as well, apparently. But yeah, he was super good. He had no complaints. He was happy. He was wandering around the office. He ate a spider in the vet's office. He was playing with the vet's shoes. So he was really happy. He's very healthy, and he'll have his next checkup in a few months. Now, one of the more negative sides about living in Portugal, and certainly in Central Portugal, is the fire situation. All this weekend and last week, there's been massive fires in Portugal, including one in Luçar, not too far away. You can see here we've had constant planes and helicopters flying over us, carrying water, and yeah, it can be quite scary. You have to be very vigilant. It's 43 degrees, it's really dry, and yeah, there's been some massive fires not too far from us. The one in Luçar, I actually filmed the start of that, and you can actually see it here. This is the start of the Luçar fire. It's a good 30 miles away, but that's how tall it was. That's above the mountain that's near here. And yeah, it's just been really horrible. And we actually had our own little incident. There was a fire that started not too far from us, about 5 or 10 minutes away. You can see here some of the smoke that descended into Castañeda de Pera from the Luçar fire. But yeah, we had a fire about 5 or 10 minutes away from us, and you know, we saw it and the smoke was coming up and going overhead. So the first thing you think of is, oh my god, it's going to come towards, you know, where we are, because the fires were going north and obviously we live south of it. It's not what we just want to see, guys. That's right next to us. So yeah, that's the smoke from when it started, and we actually did a bit of a precautionary evacuation. We got the cat, we got my mum's dog, and we all drove into the town 15 minutes away, just in case. We didn't want to be sat there. Our escape road only goes one way, and that was the direction of the fire, so I didn't want to be stuck there. But luckily after 2 hours they had the fire out. It was in resolution. They committed a lot of aerial resources to it and managed to stop it from spreading into a massive fire. So well done to the bomberos, and yeah, we can breathe easy again. Hopefully this week it's cooling down, so there should be no more fires. Fingers crossed.
No. Max and the night show.
Right everyone, well I had a failed attempt at doing some of this grass, cutting some of it. It worked okay, but the lawnmower was rubbish. So Maya has tried to fix the...
Yeah. Hello.
Maya has tried to fix the handle, because I was like this the whole time. And I've got to work, so she's going to try and get all of this done. Which, again, it's our first time using this lawnmower. It's my mother's old one, so we'll give it a go, see how far we get, and yeah, let's see how it gets on. I certainly don't envy Maya here. It looks like a really difficult job with this lawnmower, and with loads of sticks and rocks and stuff as well that she had to pick up before obviously going over it with the mower. So yeah, fair play. We only did one of the terraces just because it took so long and it was getting really hot as well. It got past 11 o'clock, which we're not supposed to use any bladed equipment, which this is. So, and it was already into the 30s, so we decided to stop for today, but we'll definitely be cracking on with that again in next week's video to clear the top terrace and the terrace at the side as well. And also continue jet washing some more of the walls, the stairs, the floor, so there's a lot more to get done. There's also stuff inside the house, light fittings, plug sockets, all these kind of things as well that need doing. We need to start removing some of the weeds from the flower beds, start planting some stuff. I know it's August, so it's getting a little bit tight now on what to plant, but we need to do some research. Let us know in the comments, what can we plant in August? I've never grown anything before. I've only seen what I've seen on YouTube and Google, so your help would be much appreciated. We want to get some raised beds as well, but that's probably for the next month or two before I can afford to get the materials for that. But yeah, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for watching. Please like the video. Please do subscribe as well. It really helps us out and it really means a lot to us. So really appreciate it if you could, and share it with your friends as well. But thank you so much for watching. Have a great week and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.